Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Nee. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you today?
I'm good.
That's why. Is it you entered too?
What?
You used to Zoom?
Oh, Thôi. Sorry for that.
Oh, it's okay. What's that? Is it Anne?
Yep.
Why? Where is she?
Well, we try to off our equipment to see that what will come in first because the Wi-Fi not okay today.
Oh, I see. Oh, here the Wi-Fi is not okay because there's a storm. Okay, like
Oh,
there's a tropical depression. It's been raining since yesterday, and we don't have electricity 5 a.m. this morning up until afternoon. So we
what?
just so the electricity just back like later.
Ao cái mày đây đi.
Later this like I mean earlier this evening. So it's kind of hard because we are on
Cùng
near
lắm mày đeo tai nghe không dây vào đi.
they're near the eye of that tropical depression. They call it the super typhoon. So we are expecting that the weather in the coming days will not be good. And now it's been raining, and in some areas in my province, there's flood already. So here the weather, because usually here in the Philippines during October, November, December, there's a lot of typhoon during these months. So for us, it's quite normal to have typhoons here because we're used to it. How about there in Vietnam?
It's rained in the afternoon and it's still have electricity.
That's good. Okay, so I just hope that the typhoon will not be will not continue or will not landfall here, because I can see it will like ruin a lot of things because it's quite strong. They call it super typhoon. It's not just a typhoon, but it's a super typhoon. So it's very strong. Okay, so anyway, how was your online class today?
It's like normal.
Normal. So you don't have a lot of homework yet?
Yeah, only in two subjects and about other subject I haven't have one yet.
That's good. So it means that you're not that busy as of now. So you can still focus well in your other subjects or in your other um, classes, and that's good. Okay, and how about what for your dinner? What did you eat tonight?
Fish, yeah, meat,
Fish. Oh, meat. Oh, that's good.
lettuce, and rice.
Wow, lettuce. I love lettuce. Okay, so thank you so much for that, Nee. Okay, so we will now start so that we can read a story. We can listen to the story. Okay, but before that, let's just have a quick review. So last Tuesday, Thursday, we discussed about this one. We learned about rock and roll music. So again, when we say rock and roll music, it was the first type of music that was very popular with teenagers before. That was in 1950s. Okay, so that was a long time ago. And the most famous rock and rollers were Chuck Berry, Jerry Lewis, and of course Elvis Presley. And we also learned The time. Okay, so like how you say the time, like it's past 5, it's 5 past 5, it's 5 to 6, it's 10 to 5. But as what I have told you, it's quite complicated to say this kind. So you can just say it's quarter. So when we say quarter to 5, okay, it's okay. So let's see this one. For example, this is the clock. Okay, I'll draw. So the clock here. So if the long hand is pointing right here and the short hand is here, so you will say that one as it's, how do you say this time, or what time is it? Or you can say it's quarter to 12. Okay, because
Well, because it have no number, so I can't see it.
sorry
So
about.
yeah.
I assume that because 12 is always here. 12 is always here. Oh no. So anyway, I know that you already know how to read time, so no need to discuss with this one further. Do you have question?
No.
No. Okay then. So here. Okay, we will just answer the question after the story, okay? So
Okay.
it's raining right now here. It's raining hard. Okay, so now I want you to please read. I mean, you can listen and you can read together as well if you want to about the story Elvis. Okay, ready? Are you ready now, Ni?
Yes.
Okay, here.
Student's Book, pages 38 and 39. The Time Travellers. 2. Read and listen to the story to check your answers.
Elvis. After the show, the singer and his band left the stage.
Go on, Patrick.
Said Alex.
Ask him if he's Elvis. Excuse me?
Asked Patrick.
Are you Elvis Presley? The king of rock and roll?
The singer stopped.
Uh-huh. Yes, I am.
He said. He looked very happy.
I knew it.
Said Patrick.
My grandma loves you.
Your grandma?
Elvis looked confused.
How old is your grandma?
She's 70.
Patrick said.
And she's got all of your CDs.
Now Elvis looked really confused.
What's a CD?
He asked.
Never mind,
said Patrick.
I just wanted to tell you how much people love you.
Elvis invited the kids to his dressing room. They asked him about being famous. He said that it wasn't always as fun as it looked.
For example,
he said,
how am I gonna leave the theater with all those fans waiting? They're gonna try to follow me to my hotel.
The children listened. Even in the dressing room, they could hear the fans. They were all shouting for Elvis. Alex looked around the room.
I've got an idea,
he said.
I'm going to need that long coat, those glasses, and that wig. Now, listen carefully. Here's the plan.
Outside the back door, there were hundreds of fans waiting. When they saw Elvis, they all screamed and ran towards him. Soon they were all around him, taking photos and trying to talk to him. Suddenly, Elvis took off his wig, glasses, and coat. The fans were amazed. Elvis wasn't Elvis. He was Alex, sitting on the shoulders of Patrick.
Sorry, fans.
Patrick shouted.
Elvis wanted a bit of peace and quiet.
The two boys got into a car and drove away. Nobody followed them. At the same time, Elvis was walking out of the front of the theatre with Phoebe, but nobody saw them. Back at the hotel, Elvis thanked the kids with a fantastic American meal of hot dogs, hamburgers, ice cream, and milkshakes. Elvis was really funny and told them stories about being a rock and roll star. They were having such a good time that Phoebe was sad when she noticed a familiar yellow glow. She turned to the boys, who were laughing with Elvis.
Sorry,
She said.
but we have to go.
The boys were unhappy because they didn't really want to leave. Elvis watched as the children walked slowly towards the light. They turned to wave goodbye, and then they were gone in a flash.
All right, so there you go. There you hear the story of Elvis. Okay, so let me ask you first. Um, so the time travelers, they travel to what? Like past, present, or future?
Past.
Okay, so that was in the past. Okay, so since that was in 1950s, during Elvis was being famous. Okay, so now what happened in the story? Can you please tell me something about what you've understood in the story?
Well, the children, after the show, the children talk to Elvis.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
invites them to his hotel. They have a talk, and then the flash appear and they need to go.
Okay, so the children travel in the past, and there they saw Elvis. And Elvis was a bit confused because um, he don't know what Alex is trying to say, like about grandma, about CD. So it's a bit confusing because Elvis didn't know that they travel through time. So it's just so confusing about that. Okay, and of course the kids help Elvis to get out from the van. So here I just wanted to tell you something that um even though you are popular, you're a singer, you're a great actor or actress, your life will not be easy because of the fans, because of the people, like people around you. Okay, you cannot walk freely outside. You cannot um you cannot go to the park peacefully because there's a lot of people looking after you and they will try to go after you, and that's a hard thing of being popular. Just like Blackpink, they have a lot of fans from all over the world, and wherever they go, like their fans always following them. So I can say that life of famous people, it's not easy. Even though we can see that, oh, there's a lot there, they have a lot of money, they have a big house, they eat great food, but there's always a but, okay? They don't have freedom. Unlike like normal people, just like us, we can go whenever we want to. Um we can have fun, okay, outside. Unlike them, it's very strict and they have bodyguards all over. So I can say that it's not easy being famous too. Okay, so that's how Elvis feel during that time. Okay, so do you have question about the story?
No.
Okay, let's try to answer here the question here. Where do the children talk to Elvis?
They first talk to him is after the show, and they talk to him, and the second one is in his hotel.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so they talked to him after the show, and then also Elvis invited them. I mean, Elvis invited them to his dressing room and talk, and then they help Elvis. And where did they have a meal with him?
His hotel.
Okay, to a hotel. And what do they eat?
Fast food.
So they have like um they eat burger, they eat what else?
Ice cream,
Yeah,
pizza,
ice cream,
milkshake, a
pizzas,
lot.
and milkshake. Wow. So just by hearing that one, it makes me hungry. It's already 8:34 here in my country and I feel hungry right now. Woo. Okay, so anyway, thank you so much for
So you
that.
haven't eaten dinner yet?
I already ate like the I ate 5, like quarter to 6. That's too early.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's a storm and it's a bit dark during that time, and then as what I have told you, we're afraid because the electricity might be out again. So we try to eat as soon as possible because unlike here, like here in my country or here in my place, blackout is really a thing. Like it always has a blackout. Like I don't know what's wrong. How about there? Do you have like blackout?
No.
No, okay, yeah. So here it's for us it's just a normal thing because it always happened here in our country. Okay, so anyway, thank you for your answer. Now here, we have questions here. So we have it here. Correct the mistakes in the sentences. So if you listen carefully to that, I want you to please read and then correct the mistakes in the sentences. I want you to write. I will give you time.
What?
Here, you will correct the mistakes in the sentences. For example, Alex was the first to ask Elvis a question. Is it Alex?
No.
It was Patrick. Just like that. You will just correct the mistakes in the sentences. Okay? So number 1 is already done. So all you need to do is 2, 3, 4, 2, 8. Oh, so I will give you the mouse. Okay, go.
Okay, done.
Okay, thank you for answering. So here, I want you to please read together with your answer.
Patrick's grandmother is a fan of Elvis.
Okay, so Patrick's grandmother. Okay,
Is
okay,
a
that's
fan of
correct. Okay, so
Elvis.
the correct answer is grandma, not mother. Okay, so good. Very good. Number 3.
Elvis took the keys to his dressing room to talk.
To his dressing room to talk. Okay, that's correct. Very good. Not to a cafe, but to his dressing room. Good job. Okay, number 4.
A wig, coat, and a glasses for his plan.
Okay, Alex used a wig, a coat, and a glasses. Very good. That's glasses, not boots. Okay, so very good. Now, number 5.
Alex wore the wig and the glasses.
Very good. So that's Alex, not Patrick. Oh, you really remember the story. And number 6.
Phoebe and Elvis left from the front of the theater.
Wow. Okay, so Phoebe and Elvis left from the front of the theater, not back. Okay. And number 7.
The kids ate pizza and hamburger with Elvis.
The kids ate hot dogs, hamburgers, ice cream, and milkshakes. Why is it milkshares? It's milkshakes, not milkshares. I don't know what's wrong with this book. So anyway, your answer is still correct. Okay. And then number 8.
The children were sad to leave Elvis.
Okay, they were sad to leave Elvis. Okay, because they still wanted to have a good or have wanted to have a lot of time talking to him, and they're sad because they now see the the light, the yellow light been calling them already. So anyway, all of your answers are correct. So thank you so much, Honey. So I see that you really did remember and understand what's happening in the story. Okay, so very good. Thank you for that. Now let's try this. Do you have question about the story?
No.
No. Okay, so now let's try to do this one. Look, here are some Elvis songs that were big hits. Can you complete them with the words in the box? A Wonderful World. I know that it's okay. We will not just do this because you're not familiar with Elvis song. Okay, so anyway, this is um um these are some of Elvis songs that were big hits. Even me, I don't even I'm not familiar with some of his hits. But let's try A Wonderful World. It's a wonderful world. This one, it's a wonderful world. It's a wonderful world. Here, let's be friends. This one is let's be friends. And then we have don't leave me now. Don't leave me now. This is me. And then We have the blue moon. As you can see, it's a blue moon and hot dog. So these are Elvis' most popular song during his time. Okay, it's a wonderful world, hot dog, let's be friends, blue moon, and don't leave me now. And I know that you don't know anything, any of this song. So it's okay. So the most important thing there is you know who Elvis Presley is. He's the king of rock and roll. Okay? All right. So question?
No.
Okay, now let's try to continue and see your next lesson. Okay, here. So this is about, look at the picture. This is, what can you say about the pictures? What can you say about, like, can you still see people wear that kind of clothes?
No.
No. Okay, because this was in the past. Okay, so before, like during that 1950 time, girls usually wear something like this, like they usually have socks and shoes and then skirt. Okay, so for them, before it's very chic. Okay, so
Oh,
they,
it's a type of fashion that used in
yes, a type of,
fashions.
a type of, sorry.
Let me chat it.
Okay, okay. Wait, so yeah, fashion. That's right. So that's their fashion before. Okay. So
Top is a dancer.
yeah, that's their fashion before. So here, I want you to please listen, and then we will choose the correct words. Okay, we will choose the correct words from the picture. Okay. Here.
Okay.
Student's Book, page 40. 1. Listen and choose the correct words.
The Cadillac Series 62 was built in 1955. It was very popular in America. The Cadillac Series 62 was a very big car. It was almost 6 meters long, and it was very heavy. It had a really big engine, and, of course, it used lots of petrol. But people weren't worried about petrol in the 1950s. It came in lots of colours, even in pink. Young people over 16 loved to borrow their parents' Cadillac and spent hours driving around along the main roads of their towns on Saturday and Sunday evenings. Rock and roll influenced what teenagers wore in the 50s. Swing skirts became popular with girls. Girls would stand in front of a large mirror and practice swinging their skirts. When they danced rock and roll, they looked spectacular in their swinging skirts. But often, parents were not happy with what their daughters were wearing, and most of them didn't like the music their children loved. The jukebox was very popular in the 50s. It was a machine that played songs. It held from 50 to 120 records. This was before CDs were invented. The jukebox had lists of the titles of songs, and next to each song there was a letter and a number. People selected the song they wanted to hear. They put some money into a slot and then pressed the buttons with the letters and the numbers of the song they wanted to hear.
Okay, there you go. So this was like in the past. So it was all in the past. So let's try. So what's the first thing? So we have, what is this? What's this?
A camel.
Okay, so it's the Cadillac. Okay, so a Cadillac, I don't know if you hear that from the songs, English songs, but Cadillac, that's what Cadillac looks like. Okay, so it looks like a vintage car because that was very old. Okay, and how about number 2?
Wing skirt.
Okay, we have, it's a swing skirt. Okay, so when do why do they use this kind of skirt?
Just for fashion trend.
Okay, fashion, and since like they're really like, since they're really describing girl as girls, so of course girls should wear skirt, not pants. That was before. Okay, so they discourage girls using pants because they think that that's for the boys. Okay, and then the last one we have,
Jukebox.
okay, so it's a jukebox. So it's quite old. I haven't tried using this one. Do you know this?
No, I didn't know,
No,
not
me
even a bit.
too. Me too. So it's a bit like old. So I
And the
think,
calling line right now is not popular anymore.
yeah, that's true. It's not popular anymore. Okay, so anyway, it's just like a sneak peek of the things that people used before. Okay, people use and people wear before. Okay, so since it's time already, Ni, we will just continue answering this one in your next class on Thursday. Do you have question?
No.
No, okay, so thank you so much, Ni, and I'll see you again on Thursday. No homework, you can rest. Okay, thank you, and bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.